Hello guys, I'm Sammy from Acrobat.net and today we'll show you the top hacking apps for games on Android that are out there right now in 2017. Now before you guys ask me, yes, most of these will require a rooted device. However, there are also some that don't. And if you don't want to risk rooting your actual phone or tablet, you can always use an emulator. If you're looking for good emulators to cheat with, you will find a link in the description. You'll also find links in the description for every app I cover right here, and I'm running out of breath. Now, number one, I'll start with the best app that is known to me at this point in 2017, which is Game Guardian. This is without a doubt the best cheating app at the moment because it's the most in-depth memory editor out there for Android. What a memory editor will do is it will allow you to cheat in any single player game that doesn't save data on the game servers. So that means games that are single player that store all the data on your phone. Now I'm just going to demonstrate this real quick how this works. I got 300 money right now. I can open up Game Guardian. I can choose the Tiny Miner process, which is the game I am using right now. I can search for a value, which is 300 at this point, because that's the amount of money I have. I search for it. I go for the auto option. It searches for all the values that are at 300 right now. I change the value by buying something or whatever. So 285, I go back into the app, I type the new value, 285, and I search again. Two values are left. I'm going to change one of them, 999, 9999, yes. And as you can see, I buy something and I now have basically unlimited money. And that's how all memory editors work, okay? So this is the same principle for any memory editor that I will cover after this point. For myself, clearly this is the best one out there. It has speed hacks, offset calculators, like anything that you would want, even in a PC memory editor, excuse me. So it's incredibly advanced. It's very in-depth. You can even jump in time and so on. Like there's even time hacks included in this. So it's absolutely awesome. I recommend it to anyone who's trying to cheat in a single player game. As I said, multiplayer games, it's a lot harder to cheat in. All right, now let's move on to the next one. Right, I'm just gonna exit this one. All right, so the second one that I would recommend is just in general hacked APKs. Okay, hacked APKs are the way you cheat in multiplayer games, for example, and they're also the way you can hack basically any game. It's not you hacking as much as it's someone else uploading, decompiling, and changing the APK of a game in order to include more functionality. Okay, now Lucky Patcher does this very well for in-game purchases, for other kind of stuff. For example, you can go to open menu of patches, you can patch the APK, okay? Create a modified APK file in Lucky Patcher, for example. So Lucky Patcher is a very good hacking program as well if you want to create automatically modified APK files that allow for example, free in-game purchases and stuff like that. Again, it will mostly work on single-player games. If you want to cheat in multiplayer games that are actually connected to servers, you will have to find legitimate providers of hacked APKs for multiplayer games, okay? Those usually won't give you something very overpowered like unlimited gems or whatever, because the gems are stored on the actual game servers and cannot be changed, but they will include stuff like speed hacks, seeing cards in card games, invisibility, and so on. Like you can disable invisibility and so stuff like that. Client-side hacks, basically. If you want to learn more about client-side hacks, there will be a link in the description as well. Alright, my third most favorite game hacking app of 2017 is SB Game Hacker. Now, this is another memory editor, essentially the same thing as we had with Lucky Patcher, except, well, it's by a few Chinese guys, as you can clearly see here, because the AGB, or, the TOS, are in Chinese. So, again, this will require a root. Hacked APKs that I just showed you before, they usually don't require a root. So if you don't want to have a root, you have to look for some legitimate hacked APKs, which I will always recommend to you that you use hackerbot.net for that, but you're obviously free to choose whatever source you like. So, again, all you do with SB Game Hacker is basically the same as with Game Guardian. You scan for values, you repeat, and so on. I'm not going to show the whole process again, but SB Game Hacker is not quite as advanced, I would say, as Game Guardian, but it does the job very well, and it's easier. There's less options to get lost in, and it's an incredibly effective and efficient tool for hacking games as well. All right, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Then my number 4 would be actually kind of 2 apps. Kreehack and Freedom APK. They are both basically apps that allow you to get free in-game purchases through emulating purchases through the Play Store, okay? Now, this is not illegal or whatever because it's mostly done with games that don't actually have servers to confirm purchases. Well, always it's done with games that don't have servers to confirm purchases. So it's actually kind of okay. It's a gray area, whatever. So they make basically in-game purchases free in single-player games. This is Freedom APK. Links in the description as always. And Kreehack is the one I'm using more at the moment. I recommend getting both of them. All you do is enable it, basically. It does require a root, of course, as most of these tools do. And I'm just going to demonstrate this real quick with my favorite, example game, which is Tower Defense something, Invasion. So all this does, it basically sets your in-game purchases to 0 if the game doesn't handle purchases through servers, all right? So go to shop. I buy something for money, all right? I click yes, I'd like to buy this thingy. And as you can see, I'm buying it for 0. As you can see, my currency is right now at 18,000. I buy it. Payment successful. I have no payment methods connected to my account. Now my gems, or whatever they're called, my gems, are increased. I didn't pay anything. I don't even have payment methods. So there you go. That's what these two do. If one doesn't work for the game you're trying to hack, try the other. Chances are one of them will work if this is a single player game you're trying to hack. All right. So those are basically my top favorite ones for 2017 for single player and multiplayer games. As I've said, there are also other kind of tools that you can use, such as Root Explorer and so on, to find files hidden on your phone, or another contender, Fake GPS. This will change your GPS location if you have a root, which is also kind of useful. Not in too many games, but who knows, maybe in the future we will have more games like Pokemon Go that will actually use GPS data and your position in the world, and therefore allowing you to cheat by using fake GPS data. Anyways, I thank you guys very much for watching, and actually I forgot about the last tool. Let's go into the last tool. It's Cheat Engine. It's actually a PC cheating software, and what it essentially does is it allows you to hack applications on your computer. Now, the weird thing is, with Android, you can actually run your Android device on your computer, allowing you to use cheating software for PC games on your Android emulator, which is kind of awesome. So basically, you can just connect your cheat engine to your Android emulator. In my case, that will be BlueStacks. And then you can scan BlueStacks for values and therefore hack the game that's running on BlueStacks. Now, this doesn't always work, but it's another thing you can try if nothing else seems to matter, and so on. Anyways, guys, those are the tools I wanted to show you today. I have had great success with a bunch of them. However, there will always be those games where it's really hard to find something. And with multiplayer games such as, the popular ones, Clash of Clans, Clash of Kings, and Duel Links, and Force Arena, and Galaxy Heroes, and whatever the kids play these days, those are online games. Keep that in mind. The data is actually processed on the game's servers, which essentially, let me just show you this real quick, because I usually do this, because it's kind of fun. All right, let me just show you. So with online games, the problem is basically this, okay? Here is your phone. Let's say this is your phone, okay? It looks a little bit weird, but who cares, all right? This is the game server, all right? This is a big, huge computer running somewhere in the basement of a huge game company, all right? This stores your data, okay? Your let's just do it like this. Data, okay? Your data is on this computer, right? So essentially what happens is your phone contacts the server, I want to play, okay? And the server gives back, oh, you have this much money, right? Because the data is right here. Right here. There's your money data, okay? Now the problem about hacking games and so on is that you can only hack your own thingy, your own device, because that's what you have access to. That's where you can actually edit files and so on. However, you do not own this computer over here. The only people that can hack this computer are the game administrators and the people that actually own the servers, all right? And hacking this server is impossible, and even if you were to do it, it would be illegal. And you don't want to do illegal things now, do you? Anyway, so please don't trust the people offering you generators that do impossible things. Be careful with that. Never trust random people that promise you impossible things on the internet. It's far too easy to claim impossible things online. Anyways, thanks you guys for watching. I will see you guys later. I hope this helps, and see you guys later. Goodbye.